All right, guys, the Utah Jazz win Game 2 of the NBA playoffs against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Hanson James. This is the SLC Dunk post-game show. Huge win for the Utah Jazz tonight. If you go 0-2 and come back home, you're probably not winning this series. This is the Jazz putting their fingerprint on this win in a lot of different ways, taking control, showing who's the better team, and winning the game when it mattered most. And guys stepped up in this game that we're going to talk about. The Thunder are filled with talent. Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Steven Adams, Carmelo Anthony even, who did not have that big of an impact this game. The Jazz found a way to take it out, and they found a way to contain, and it's impressive. First person that deserves credit for this game, Quinn Snyder, who came in and changed it. Because last game, we all saw what happened with Paul George. He came in and was absolutely incredible, dominant, unstoppable. And the Jazz lost game 1 because of it. This game, Quinn Snyder prevented him from getting the ball. Credit to the Jazz players who guarded Paul George, got up on him, made every shot harder, didn't allow him to take as many, which was the big game plan. And 2, when they shot it, they made it harder. And he still made crazy shots. I was going crazy. That end of I can't remember which quarter it was when he makes that one shot off the backboard. Insane. And then he made another just like crazy shot making from playoff P. He's incredible. Paul George is incredible. By the way, Paul George, I know a team that might be able to sign you as a small forward if you want to play with the best defensive center in the NBA and a rising superstar guard. I know a team that might want you. Just saying. But anyways, the Oklahoma City Thunder, their talent was incredible, but the Jazz came with a game plan from Quinn Snyder that was ready to stop them. And it did what it needed to do. It stopped Paul George from going off like he did last game. It stopped it. That wasn't going to happen. And we saw some things from Quinn Snyder. He had Jay Crowder playing Paul at the 3 a lot of the game. And, you know, had some interesting things that Quinn Snyder did, and it worked. Jay Crowder scares me more than any human being on this planet when he's on the court. But he was incredible tonight in terms of defense. Offensively, he was okay. I love his fight, but it also makes me nervous. So it's a give and take with Jay Crowder. All right. We've got to give a shout out to the unsung hero of the Utah Jazz. Derrick Favors was an absolute beast for the Jazz. His offensive rebounding in the first half was remarkable. His ability to score, keep plays alive, he was an absolute beast. Derrick Favors deserves as much credit for this win as the other player who helped us get to this victory. Well, another one too, by the way, and the reason we won this game. But Derrick Favors, monster night for Derrick. The rebounding, the scoring, just the output was incredible. That guy needs to be a part of this team. This core team right now is pretty darn special, and they have a really good chemistry and makeup that is going to be special. We've got to find a way to get Derrick Favors back on this team, because what Derrick Favors does is he gets you wins. That's what he did. And he was a beast. He was strong. Muscles from Derrick Favors. I love it. All right, the other guy that was incredible tonight, and, you know, credit to Ricky Rubio, who made changes to his game from last one. He was taking the shots this game that he should have been taking the last one. Did not take the shots he took last game that he shouldn't have taken. So he just adjusted his game, and he hit his threes. Ricky Rubio was huge tonight. His three-point shot making was fantastic. Dennis Lindsay said at the beginning of the year, what we're doing is a reclamation project, and we're going to turn this guy into Jason Kidd, and that's what he did. That's what he did. And Ricky Rubio put in the work, and he made the shots, and he was incredible. I can't say enough for Ricky Rubio and the work that he's done to make those shots, the playmaking that he brings, and the defensive intensity, the steals, just the leadership and everything. That guy is a baller, and he's showing up in playoff. Playoff Ricky Rubio is playoff R, I guess, or whatever you would say. For playoff P, we've got playoff Ricky, and I like it. And he gets you wins. Finally, the other guy we got to talk about tonight. So special. When he comes into the game, they've got to play Enter Sandman because he puts the opponent to bed. His name is Donovan Mitchell, the Spider. Oh, I just love what he brings to the game. He's a rookie, and he closed the game out. He just cut them off, and he said, we're going to win. Donovan Mitchell was so good. He was 0 for 7 from 3, and he was the best offensive player on the floor. What's it going to be like when Donovan hits 3 for 7 from 3 every game? It's going to be unbelievable. He's MVP level talent. MVP. And if Dante Exum can find a level of efficiency and confidence and play apart across from him, it might be the best duo you can think of, because Donovan Mitchell is a superstar. He's unreal. He is a rookie. He single-handedly carried that offense and a victory, and that's being guarded by Paul George, playoff P. Unbelievable. I cannot tell you how incredible this is. This is more remarkable than getting 8 or 9 rebounds a game. I'm telling you. This is him closing the game, carrying the team, a playoff team, against a team with Russell Westbrook, last year's MVP, Paul George, who is a top 15, top 10 player when he's at his best, and Steven Adams. By the way, Rudy Gobert deserves credit, and I don't know what his stats are. Let's look at his Rudy Gobert's stats real quick. Rudy Gobert was 13 points, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks, absolutely in the trenches all night. And his ability to get those fouls on Steven Adams by going to the hoop won the game as much as anything too, because he got Steven Adams out. Steven Adams scored those last 4 points for the Thunder, and they were going to him with that Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams pick and roll. Rudy stopped it by getting him fouled out and made his free throws when it mattered. When it mattered, Rudy showed up. And that's what Rudy does. Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, Derrick Favors, Ricky Rubio, all of them showed up. Royce O'Neal, big time 3 at the end of this first half. All right, let's go to the questions here real quick. We got a ton. You guys were so hyped. Just going to the 1-1 with the steal. Oh, I can't scroll up. It doesn't let me see the old ones. Johnny Proctor, Favors was a beast. Game MVP, easily. Yes. Bill Hedrick, pretty sure they can contain the Thunder and take the series. The Jazz looked like they were in control. You know, they had that one in the third quarter. They just had that just where they fell apart. And I kind of wish we'd have taken a timeout or something to kind of stop the bleeding. But my goodness, what is this game if they don't have that just breakdown? Jacob Chapman, love Mitchell, outplaying the 3 stars in the clutch. Absolutely. Best player on the floor. Who cares about Rookie of the Year when you're an MVP level player? Johnny Proctor, Ricky Rubio, and Donovan Mitchell played lights out. We are advancing to round 2. Got to win 3 more. It's still Russell Westbrook. It's still Paul George. You still got to stop him. Adam Ray King, I was cursing up a storm during the 19-OK run, but it's irrelevant now. Jazz got the road split they needed and seized home court. Mission accomplished. That's right. Ryan Walton, D. Faves was a beast. Yes. James McElvery, is it just me or did OK run out of ideas on offense down the stretch? 1 from 13 from 3 and at the end. I think part of that is just the Jazz defense is that good. The Jazz defense is that good. When you have to get buckets and you've got Rudy Gobert inside and you've got that intensity on the 3-point line, that's rough. If the Jazz go into the final 5 minutes with a lead, they're tough to beat. They're tough to beat. That's where defense wins. Ryan Walton, Snyder did a great job of getting Mitchell in the right position and getting him space. Absolutely. Misty Snow, Rubio and Mitchell combined for 50 points tonight. Seriously, have one of the best starting backcourts in the league. They're great. And we've got arguably one of the best young guards in the NBA. He's top 10 level player. He's going to be so good for so long. Matt Stevens, I'm really surprised how many shots Westbrook gave up at the end. I thought he would try to take over the game. Was it good defense on the Jazz, fatigue, or what? Westbrook, not a great shooter. So any shot that Westbrook takes is fine with me. You know, the shots he took, he missed. And I think he knew that Paul George is incredible, but Paul George didn't hit the shots. How about that Rudy Gobert block on the three-pointer at the end? Big time win for the Jazz. Big time show from Donovan Mitchell. All of the players, absolutely fantastic, guys. I am so hyped. We are going to be here next time. When the Jazz come back to Salt Lake City, they are going to get another win because they've got Jazz fans coming to the game. I hope you're going to the game, and I hope you're screaming your hearts out. This Jazz team is ready to win and advance and show teams how good the Jazz are. Charles Barkley, I know you counted us out. It's time to learn. It's time to grow. Time to understand who the Jazz are and what wins games. And Jazz defense wins games. Rudy Gobert wins games. It's time to recognize how good he is. Guys, I would love for you to subscribe to this right now because we got playoffs coming. We're going to be here all through the playoffs. We got, what, 15 more wins to go till championship? If it happens, I hope you're here. Also, are you going to slcdunk.com and reading everything? All the playoff coverage, it's all there. Make sure you are following SLC Dunk on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My Twitter handle is @HansonJames. Follow me there if you want. It's going to be a crazy ride, guys. Like and subscribe. Follow, share, tell your friends. SLC Dunk is growing, and the Jazz are going to win against the Thunder. I'm so hyped. All right. I will talk to you later.